I don't think the Royal Albert Hall has ever seen anything like this. I mean, 15 years ago I did do the 10th anniversary of Les Miserables there, but it was a little small production in comparison to this. I mean, when Andrew and I decided that the best way to celebrate the 25th anniversary was to put on the show rather than do a concert, and we both thought that the Albert Hall would be the perfect venue. It was one of those marvellous ideas which seemed so right, and of course we wanted the greatest cast in the world, and we've got that. We wanted a marvellous orchestra, but the reality of what my creative team have managed to pull together to turn this beautiful Victorian concert hall into a proper theatrical space, because we are doing the whole complete show. And of course our version will be different in some ways, but is absolutely inspired by the brilliant original of Hal Prince and Gillian Lynn, which is still currently running to packed houses at Her Majesty's Theatre. But alas, of course, our amazing original designer Maria Wilson sadly died several years ago, though Matt Kingley, our new designer, who's picked up the baton and lovingly taken what Maria created and come up with this extraordinary an unbelievably spectacular rendition of the original show, which I think is going to be 2 terrific nights and something that I will always treasure.
I've been involved with Fans of the Opera for 25 years. Maria Björnsson and myself designed all the lighting and effects, and we've been improving it for 25 years, and it's still running, thank goodness. Over the years we have tried to keep it the same, actually, because the language of doing Phantom in the Paris Opera of the 1800s is all gas, footlights, mystery, darkness, and actually it's not a modern image anyway, so we aren't in a modern world, and so some of the languages of the lighting, the darkness is our friend, and we use the darkness, whereas modern shows it's a lot brighter and a bit more brash, but actually we keep the show very fresh by keeping it old looking.
They found a good formula in 1986 and they've stuck to it, which is good news.
It differs because it's a very different space, so the space is challenging. It isn't a theatre as such, it's a hall, and therefore you have to create your own theatre within the space that you're playing in. And of course, therefore, there's no hanging, so you can't just have drapes hanging. And so we've kind of taken the mood of what the original piece was, and with modern technology such as projection and video screen, it gives us the sort of face that we can sort of play the colours of what the production is. And then sort of bring the chorus and the ensemble and the story forward of that. So it has a much more sort of rock and roll concert style energy to it, but it's fully staged.
My background is in making big rock concerts and big musical shows and big architectural statements, television and film ones particularly. It's the same discipline, you know, you're lighting something, you're taking a piece of action or a book or a story or an opera, you're illustrating it with light. We're lighting 3 things. We're lighting the action on stage, and there's big company. We're lighting the scenery, which is enormous, and we're lighting the audience. And we're lighting all those in a kind of seamless, integrated way. So yeah, it's quite a lot of lights, but there's a lot of everything, to be fair.
Absolutely wonderful experience. Wouldn't miss it for the world. Incredible.
Oh, it's brilliant. It's electrifying.
We're having a fabulous time.
Oh, yes.
It's just all the exits and entrances all change.
I was there right at the beginning. I'm one of the original creatives. It's been very hard for my department because, as you can see, getting on and off the Albert Hall when you have no wings, as you have in a theatre, getting on and off rather tricky entrances. One is down a staircase, another one is literally like the width of a snake. That's been a problem. And on top of that, we've got 135 people, whereas in the show we have, I think, about 48. We also have the most wonderful boy from Covent Garden called Sergei Polunin for the leading dancer. So naturally, getting someone of that caliber, I've kind of built it up for him. As far as I can, though, You can't do a hell of a lot because, you know, it is so massive, there are so many people, the space is a little bit difficult, but on the other hand, some scenes look absolutely incredible in the space.
There you go, we're doing a duet.
Yeah, pretty warmed up, yeah. I think it's warmed out, actually, is the phrase I'm looking for.
Oh, it's wonderful. It's wonderful. It's the best place in the world to perform. It really is. It just wraps you up. It's like a one big hug out there. It's fantastic.
The original cast.
I know, original cast. And creative.
Hold on. Remember? Best sides.
We've still got a slight mountain to climb. We've got loads of work to do tomorrow, but you know, this is the nature of these things. It's crazy and euphoric, and all of those emotions that sort of go with that. So
Our fight now is that we've got like a day, really. That's all we have got, a day. Tomorrow night, about this time, people will be coming in. So I don't think any of us have slept for quite a time. And I'd be lying if I said we weren't stressed. We are stressed, but we're happy. I mean, we're enjoying it. If you can work on a score for 25 years and still find it ravishing, it says it must be pretty wonderful, doesn't it?
It's kind of manic. I guess we're all getting prepared for tonight, which is the live filming, but it's going well. A couple of little things happened, but it's okay. I'd rather happen this afternoon than later on.
It's incredible. And I've got a family watching back in the States as well, which is amazing.